This portion of the news brought to you by Rayleigh's. Stop by our Flora Boutique for beautiful fresh flowers and plants. Good prices, too.
California's largest electricity supplier files for bankruptcy today.
North State counties are among those reacting to news of the bankruptcy as the company owes millions in property taxes. I'm Linda Watkins Bennett. I'll have a live report in just a moment.
The closure of a major Chico manufacturing plant has been pushed back 1 month. We'll have a live report.
If you don't do things that are different, you're not going to accomplish as much as you can.
And kids use their creativity to win a statewide competition. Vince Trimboli has their story. You're watching Channel 12 News at 6:30.
You're watching the North State's news source. And now, Krista Evans, weather with Anthony Watts, and Royal Cortain on sports. This is Channel 12 News at 6:30.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Friday to you. Thank you for tuning in to Channel 12 News. California's biggest utility, Pacific Gas and Electric, is filing for bankruptcy protection. The announcement is the latest bombshell in an energy crisis that could eventually affect the whole country. Reporter Chris Lawrence has the latest.
Public Gas and Electric dropped a bombshell on its 13 million customers.
It's hard to believe it could happen in the state of California.
Homeowners like Maggie can't worry about their bills.
They've already quadrupled. They've been incredibly high.
Consumer advocates say PG&E will go through bankruptcy, cover billions of dollars, possibly through even higher rates.
And that's where consumers and taxpayers will either come out as they should or will take a bath.
Governor Davis says the company put itself into bankruptcy. No creditor pushed it.
We had been working for weeks and weeks on negotiations that we thought were fair to the consumers and fair to PG&E.
Our negotiations with the governor are simply going nowhere.
PG&E says Davis offered a bailout but insisted the utilities sell their power grid to the state of California. PG&E refused and says the company's been losing $300 million a month.
That's a huge number. Multiply that by 12. That's almost $4 or $5 billion a year. That's unbelievable.
Consumers who own shares in PG&E saw their stock plummet before trading stopped. The company will continue to provide power, but at what cost?
I don't see a quick, easy solution. I think that this requires tremendous changes on the way we live.
Especially during a hot, steamy summer to come. Chris Lawrence, CBS News, Los Angeles.
With the latest news on PG&E filing for Chapter 11, Channel 12 decided to hit the streets of Redding to find out what people think about the situation.
Well, that's what they got to do. They're a business too, and there's a lot of businesses unfortunately have to do that. And the only thing I feel about is this whole mess. Why wasn't it foreseen 10 or 20 years ago?
I think it's predictable. I think this has been coming for quite some time. You've got a basic situation where supply and demand are out of whack. We've got different suppliers that aren't being paid.
I'm pretty glad. I think they've been sticking it to us Californians pretty hard. It's about time one of the big conglomerate corporate people have just filed bankruptcy.
I tell you what, my bill went up terribly. I have a home and I'm never home, never use it, and it was like $198 for me.
Counties may find themselves among the creditors in line for repayment in bankruptcy court. That's because today's move throws into question whether PG&E will pay its property tax next week. For more on this and on the impacts, we go live to Linda Watkins Bennett, who joins us from the PG&E Service Center in Chico. Linda.
Well, Krista, to give you an idea of the amount we're talking about, Butte County is expecting an installment from PG&E next week and property taxes of nearly $2 million. Plumas County is expecting $1.6 million and Tehama $600,000. Now, much of that is critical cash flow earmarked for schools, cities, and special districts. Because these are what are called teeter counties, the counties will still have to deliver the payments that are due, whether or not the checks from PG&E come or not, and they can only hope for full repayment.
So we're heavily dependent upon cash flow, especially from major taxpayers like PG&E, toward the ongoing services of the county. In the short term, we could manage a short-term lack of payment if it were made whole eventually. If we had a couple of successive lack of payment situations, we would have a big problem.
Blacklock says county auditors will be meeting with their counterparts next week to talk about what might happen. Now, there is also fear that with the state's surplus shrinking and with the large power bills the state is facing, that it will once again raid county revenues as it has in the past. Back to you.
All right, I'm sure this is a developing story. Thank you, Linda, for that live report. In other news this evening, the closing date of a Chico manufacturing plant has apparently been pushed back by 1 month. Reporter Hao Kwong is standing by in the Chico newsroom with this story. Hao.
Krista, 2 months ago, Channel 12 News first reported that the Fleetwood motorhome plant here in Chico would be closing this weekend. We've now learned that officials have told employees that the plant will likely close the first week of May. Now, the plant is located near the airport. It is 153,000 square feet and covers more than 28 acres. While Fleetwood is the largest manufacturer of recreational vehicles, officials blame the closing on a bad economy and lack of consumer confidence. The extra month will allow employees to finish up work at the plant. More than 300 employees will be out of jobs. Some will go back to school. Others will be retraining for something else. Krista?
All right, thanks, Hal, for that live report. Well, we now know the identity of the man killed while riding his bike in Reading this morning. At 3 a.m., a vehicle traveling on southbound Highway 273 struck and killed 39-year-old Kenneth Ayers of Reading. The coroner's office says Ayers was riding near the slow lane when he was struck from behind. Evidence also shows he had no reflectors or lights on his bicycle. A wet Friday across the North State. Anthony Watts is in the Weather Center with our first forecast. Anthony.
And it looks like it's going to be a wet Saturday, too, and possibly a wet Sunday. We have a huge low-pressure dip in the jet stream, which is to our west. The outline of this thing goes like about this, and it is forcing moisture right into Northern California, where we need it badly because we're well below normal in our snowpack and in our rainfall for this year. So look for at least 2 days of this low passage through Northern California, which means we'll probably have showers tomorrow, maybe thunderstorms in the afternoon, and possibly again on Sunday. We're also going to see snow in the mountains. It's already been coming down. We'll have the full report for you in a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Anthony. Well, rain won't stop this weekend's big scouting expo at the Chico Fairgrounds. Hundreds of scouts from throughout the area will be hosting events and activities from 10 to 4 tomorrow, and it's free to the public. Outdoor events will now be taking place in the Livestock Pavilion as well as in the Commercial Building and Arts Buildings. Again, Scout Expo 2000 will take place rain or shine. There's more news still to come on Channel 12 News at 6:30. We'll tell you about some Chico High School students learning the message of giving this Easter. Plus, in this Friday's Looking at You, some local students let their imagination grow. You may be amazed at what they've come up with. We'll be right back.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Rayleigh's. We are currently looking for friendly people to join our family of employees. Please see our store director for details. Fresh. Fresh as a golden glow on a Sunday morning. Or the winds on the waters of Bodega Bay. Fresh as the blush on a juicy California peach. Or a cool breeze over sun-soaked fields. Fresh as fresh can be. Because your family deserves the very best, the freshest choice is Rayleigh's.
The North State's largest selection of carpet, vinyl, flooring, and pergo is having another sale this Saturday, April 7th. Our sale went so well last weekend, we're doing it again at Wood Brothers Carpet in Chico. We've got truckloads of brand new specials and over 1,000 carpet and vinyl remnants to choose from. And we've got a great selection of sizes, styles, and colors. You never pay more than you should for your flooring. Save this Saturday, Wood Brothers Carpet, Highway 99 and Etler Avenue in Chico.
Wood Brothers Carpet's got a deal for you.
No matter which Tri-Counties Bank branch I go to, I've gotten that same friendly feeling. It's just a great feeling.
As we were deciding to change to Tri-Counties Bank, Maria provided enough information actually off the top of her head.
When I did turn 50, we found that Tri-Counties offered a nice leisure line account, and we just closed an equity line. And Tri-Counties Bank made it so easy to do.
They are friendly and professional at Tri-Counties Bank.
Chico High School students delivered baskets of smiles to preschoolers today. More than 50 students in the California Scholarship Federation volunteered and raised money to put together Easter baskets for kids at the Mariposa Avenue Head Start Center. The students gathered candy and items from area retailers and delivered the baskets with Chico fire officials. A Chico Burger King store donated Rugrat watches and Buzz Lightyear dolls for the event. The Scholarship Federation encourages community service and is based on academic excellence. Chico State students are showing local teens a glimpse of how the human mind really works. The third annual project, Synapse, brings the science of psychology to local 7th and 8th graders. University faculty say it's the perfect opportunity to change misconceptions about the psychology field.
It's kind of a misconception that we aren't a hands-on kind of science, but we really are, and we try to answer the important questions about human behavior. Why is there violence, and why is there criminality, and why do we have certain emotions?
More than 60 students participated in a variety of workshops learning about psyche, memory, and the brain's response to fear. 12 professors and students taught the 50-minute sessions, which lasted until 3 o'clock. A civil war took place in Tehama County this morning. Vista and Lassen Middle School 8th graders kicked off their Civil War reenactment day. The students received the chance to experience the Civil War time period. This included building camps, tents, cooking, marching, and learning the proper way a soldier used to shoot a gun. The students have been studying the Civil War era for the past 2 months and feel with today's new technology, soldiers nowadays have it much easier.
It was pretty rough, I guess. They didn't have very much to eat, and they had to march a lot. They did a lot of fighting and marching.
Many students say the 2-month Civil War experience has given them a real appreciation for the time period and a better understanding of the sacrifices soldiers made to bring our country to where it is now. Some Durham students are going to a worldwide competition for using their imagination. And this Friday's Looking at You reporter Vince Trimboli tells us how a little creativity has taken these 5th through 7th graders to Destination Imagination.
What is it? Beehive!
Imagine being a worker bee and wanting to take over and become the queen bee. Hard to imagine, right? But not for this group of students at Durham Elementary and Intermediate School.
It's just a bunch of almost nearly teenagers just using their imaginations, letting it run wild.
Their imaginations helped win both the regional and statewide Destination Imagination competitions. The competition required the kids to take some idea, in this case bees, and make it go on a journey or a trip, using creativity, problem solving, and of course, lots of imagination. The kids spent more than 6 months creating their style of buzz.
The creative thinking, the teamwork skills that were evidenced by these kids was phenomenal.
The Destination Imagination team was the idea of teacher Jacqueline Lincoln, and this team is coached by Cheryl Kennedy. The kids feel imagination allows people to have dreams and goals.
Imagination is just being creative, being different, having new ideas, just doing stuff out of the ordinary.
You don't really have an imagination, then it won't be good. You won't have very many high goals.
Einstein said knowledge is nothing compared to imagination because, like Annie said, if you don't imagine things, you're not going to have an ambition. You're not going to go out and do something different that you might not have done before.
Sam, Annie, Chris, Blake, Brandon, Matthew, and Kevin's ability to be different is taking them to the Destination Imagination World Finals in April. In Durham, Vince Trimboli, Channel 12 News.
The Destination Imagination Finals are in Knoxville, Tennessee, April 22nd through 27th. But before the kids can go, they need to raise $10,000. And if you would like to help spur on their imagination, you can call the number on your screen, 332-9356. And here's a preview of what we're working on for our Sunday evening program this Sunday at 6:30. Channel 12's Kim Herlihy will take an in-depth look at the past, present, and future of Turtle Bay Exploration Park in Redding. She'll tell you how it all started, what it's taken to get the museum where it's at now, and where it's headed in the future. That's all this weekend on Sunday evening at 6:30. Well, it's Friday, and Anthony will let us know what our weekend weather will be after this quick break. Day 2 of the Masters, where we'll have our Tiger Woods update and sports a little later. Plus, I bet you can't guess what this couple's favorite flower is. Just take a look at this front yard for the answer. Their story later in the show.
Catch Sierra Central's Pro Hoops Roundtable every Sunday at 4:30 p.m. on Channel 12.
The most colorful gallery in the world. We are busting at the seams with excess stock. Hundreds of original paintings on sale from $30 to $100, usually selling for $100 to $300. These bargains won't last long. Landscapes, seascapes, florals, abstracts. Open every day 11 to 5. Weldon's Gallery, 2201 Pillsbury Road, Almond Orchard Shopping Center.
The North Day's largest selection of carpet, vinyl, flooring, and pergo is having another sale this Saturday, April 7th. Our sale went so well last weekend, we're doing it again at Wood Brothers Carpet in Chico. We've got truckloads of brand new specials and over 1,000 carpet and vinyl remnants to choose from. And we've got a great selection of sizes, styles, and colors. You never pay more than you should for your flooring. Save this Saturday, Wood Brothers Carpet, Highway 99 and Etler Avenue in Chico.
Brothers Carpet's got a deal for you.
Live and direct, in-your-face Ultimate Fighting is back at Calusa Casino. Feel the pain Sunday, April 29th at Calusa Casino as Gladiator Challenge presents
King of the Cage.
Seating is limited. Gates open at 4:30 p.m. Fighting starts at 6 sharp. Tickets sold out for our last event, so get your tickets now at Diamond W Western Wear in Chico. Calusa Casino. Online at ticketsplus.net or call 1-800-585-3737.
You must be 18 to attend. You get the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge.
The signs of spring are everywhere, and Austin's is celebrating spring with a store full of savings. Stunning new home fashions are arriving daily. All the latest new styles from famous makers like Bassett, Broyhill, Lane, Lazy Boy, just to name a few. Take advantage of tremendous spring savings throughout Austin's beautiful 51,000 square foot store. We have exactly what you're looking for less than you ever imagined, making your house a home since 1962. Austin's Fine Home Furnishings in Chico.
Hi, everybody. Well, lots of rain, winds, and snow tonight and probably again tomorrow. Looks like we're in for a winter weekend for a change. Temperatures right now are basically pretty cool. 47 overcast with rain in Chico off and on. And in Oroville, it's 47 and overcast. Rain to stop for the moment, but is likely to pick up again at any moment. South-southeast winds gusty about 18 miles per hour. 47 overcast with winds up to 26 out of the south-southeast in Red Bluff. And Redding's 46 and overcast with winds out of the south at 16. Temperatures today were really cool. 55 was the high in Red Bluff, for example, and 52 in Chico. But the lows last night were down into the mid-40s. And because of the humidity, it just felt so much colder. And speaking of humidity, here's what the rainfall totals are. They're kind of all over the map, no pun intended, but about 1/4 of an inch or more in Redding. Chico, one of the leaders at almost a third of an inch, and about 4/10 in Paradise. Almost a half an inch in Magalia, and we got reports of snow from Chester, but it's only started snowing in the last hour or so we don't have a snowfall accumulation total for you yet. The reason for all of this is a strong low-pressure area, big dip in the jet stream coming right down here, and that is heading into California for the next couple of days. So look for unsettled weather to continue, maybe even as late as midday Sunday before it starts clearing up. Tomorrow, as things clear up to the west, we may get bits of sunshine from time to time, which may get the atmosphere kind of bubbling, and that could possibly turn into thunderstorms. As you can see, out to the west here, we do have some clearing, but it's unstable air, so if the sun beats down, it could turn it into thunderstorm activity tomorrow afternoon. Watch out for that. We are totally socked in for much of Northern California tonight. We're getting reports of snow on the coastal range, also in the Siskiyous, the Cascades, and the Sierra. So looks like the snow level tonight could go as low as about 2,500 feet on the average. Radar is showing that we have lots of coverage for rain tonight through the Sacramento Valley. And of course, snow doesn't show up as well on radar, but there's plenty of it here and also here. We are seeing in the Sacramento Valley patches of clearing here and there. For example, just around the Oroville area, north of Oroville, between Oroville and Paradise, a little clearing there, also some to the west of Chico. But rain could pick up again at any time, so be prepared for scattered showers for the next 24 to 36 hours. Tonight's forecast is more of the same of what I just described. Winds will be gusty out of the south, and the valley near Sacramento will see temperatures tonight about 45, and Marysville and Yuba City down to 43 tonight. Cloudy tomorrow with scattered showers or thunderstorms, especially in the afternoon and evening hours. Sacramento up to 57, 53 in Marysville and Yuba City, and Calusa at 55 with Grass Valley at 52. Cloudy, breezy, showery, and cold tonight for the Central Valley, with Chico down to 42, a 54 high tomorrow. Scattered showers or thunderstorms are possible in the afternoon, and winds will continue to be gusty out of the south. Look at cloudy, breezy, showery, and cold weather tonight for Redding through Corning, with lows in the mid and low 40s. Cloudy and rainy tomorrow with showers and thunderstorms, especially in the afternoon and evening hours. Winds from the south at 10 to 20. For the Siskiyous, cloudy, cold, rain, and snow tonight. Snow level 2,500 feet, more the same tomorrow. Snow level will go up a little tomorrow, probably about 3,000 to 3,500. Cloudy, breezy, rain, and snow tonight for the Cascades and Sierra. Snow level 2,500, more the same tomorrow, but the snow level will be about 3,000 to 4,000. Rain with snow at higher levels up above Magalia tonight, or possibly down as low as 2,500 feet. We're looking at cloudy, raining conditions tomorrow. Afternoon thunderstorms are possible. The remainder of the weekend, Sunday, may give us some sunshine, but just in time to go back to work. It looks like it's going to clear.
A good weekend to stay indoors or maybe go to the movies or something.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, all right, thanks, Anthony. Coming up next in sports, the Rooks are ready to unveil the new stadium tomorrow, plus the Masters second round, and Royal gets up close and personal and learns some history about Little League Baseball in Chico from a guy who actually helped start it. Stay here, sports is next.
This news segment is brought to you by Corning Ford. Let the good deals roll.
You've heard the expression, nothing in life is free? Well, I'm here to tell you different. Corning Ford Mercury Kia is giving away a brand new Kia Rio absolutely free. One lucky person will be driving a new Kia Rio on July 7th, courtesy of Corning Kia. Stop by the dealership, register to win. You don't have to be present, but there'll be a party, so come on by. One more time. A Kia Rio will be given away by Corning Kia, and you could be the winner. So take that short drive to Corning Ford Mercury Kia. You'll really be glad you did.
What's behind the success of the Z800?
Our first Z800 was introduced over 12 years ago, followed by the Plus, and today our newest Z800, the Ultra. With over 5 million sold and millions of miles on the road, our customers compliment us on its great handling, ride, and outstanding mileage. It's why we believe the Z800 Ultra is the best built tire in the world today. Like Les says, try a set for 30 days. If you don't agree, return them. We'll give you your money back.
Z800 Ultra, built to last. Papa Murphy's Grilled Chicken and Bacon Stuffed Pizza. We start with our fresh crust, add creamy garlic sauce, a full pound of cheese, plenty of grilled chicken, lots of crispy bacon, fresh diced Romas and onions. Top all this with another layer of fresh crust, more cheese, tomatoes, and bacon. It weighs over 5 pounds. Better yet, right now, this delicious chicken and bacon stuffed pizza is just $9.99. Whoa.
Papa Murphy's Bacon Bake.
Big pizza, big taste.
Personal touch is what I love. Chico Mall gonna serve it up. Face to face, I can't get enough. The personal touch for me.
Enjoy the 4-day outdoor recreational show April 5th through 8th with the latest recreational vehicles on wheels and water. And don't forget to stop by and visit the Easter Bunny now through Saturday, April 14th. Bunny hours are 11 to 6 daily.
Chico Mall, you best believe. I love it so much. The personal touch for me.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're having a great Friday. Second round of the Masters today, and Mr. Woods has found himself right near the top of the leaderboard. What a shock. To Augusta we go. Great day for golf. Always a great day for golf there. Chris DeMarco enjoying a pretty doggone good day as well. The birdie chance at 12 right there, and he gets it to drop. How about Tiger? You knew he'd be making a run on the 17th right here. He would birdie, follow that up with another one on the 18th. Tiger finishes day minus 666. That's 8 under par. Now DeMarco has the 2-shot lead. He's at 10 under as we go to the leaderboard. Phil Mickelson shoots a 69. He's at 8 under along with Tiger Woods, who's 66. That puts him just 2 shots back. David Duval also firing a 66. He's at 7 under. Defending champ Vijay Singh in the hunt, standing 6 shots off the lead heading into the weekend. You can see it all right here on Channel 12. Now, rain or shine, the Rooks will be kicking out the soccer season tomorrow night at the new stadium on Chico State campus. The game's starting at 7:30 against the Stanislaus Cruisers, although we recommend that you get there early for the opening ceremonies at around 7:15. The 4,000-seat stadium should provide a better view for the fans as you'll be just off the field. The Rooks will welcome back goal scorer Luis Oriana this year, along with the normal cast of Rooks players. Chico is a 3-time USL Western Conference champions. They look to get back to that level again this year. Again, kickoff 7:30 over at Chico State.
The rain is delaying the opening festivities for Chico West Side. The Little League celebrating its 50th anniversary this year. They'll try to do it again next Saturday. No amount of water, though, can dampen the spirits of one of the original coaches from the first season way back in 1951. The big war was over, and the Cold War was just heating up, and baseball was just thinking about being our national pastime. And Little League Baseball was enjoying its first season in Chico.
What I always did, I played by the rule, and every youngster that showed up for practice got to play one inning. That is the younger fellows, you know. And I took out some of the better players just in order to make room for the little guys.
Bob Hyman moved to Chico from San Francisco in 1947. Willie Simmons, Al Schluter, and others put together the Chico Little League. 4 teams in all, with Bob, now 89, coaching the Eagles.
To me, the Little League was probably one of the most enjoyable times in my career as the kids grew up. You know.
Bob had 2 boys playing. His oldest threw the first ever no-hitter in the new league. His youngest, Douglas, was on the Eagles and had the opportunity to pitch against Big Brother.
I knew what my oldest son's weakness was, you know, it was, so I told Douglas, my youngest son, I said, you keep the ball low and you'll strike him out. So, of course, Jerry being one of the first 3 batters every time on the team, he got up the bat the most. And my youngest son struck him out 3 times.
Incredibly active, Bob will be water skiing at Black Butte once the weather warms. He has nothing but fond memories of his 5 years of Little League coaching. He remembers the names of all his players and has a bat and ball he used during his first year way back in 1951.
It meant a lot to me. It was all the years I put in, they went awful fast. Didn't seem like it was that many years.
I hope I'm that active when I'm 89.
I'll tell you what, the guy is incredible. Again, next Saturday, hopefully they'll get the festivities.
We'll keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Thanks, Royal. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. I hope I'm that active.
This news segment is brought to you by your local State Farm insurance agent.
My name's John Woolard. I rescue alligators for a living.
John Woolard is one brave guy.
It's pretty exciting.
But would John Woolard ever insure his car with some kind of cut-rate car insurance?
Cut-rate car insurance. I'm not that brave.
Be like this State Farm customer and go with a reliable State Farm agent.
In Gridley, see your good neighbor, State Farm agent Jeff Draper. Or in Chico, see Chris Hatch for all your insurance needs.
I'm Trina Wehunt, the table games manager at Wind River Casino. I'm inviting you to come and enjoy our newly expanded table games area.
I'm Patrick Wehunt. I've got to tell you, our players are really enjoying our Las Vegas-style no-ante blackjack and our new and exciting Caribbean stud.
And now you can play progressive blackjack and let it ride.
Plus, we have the friendliest staff you'll find anywhere.
We're Wind River Casino.
And we're getting better all the time.
Diamond W Western Wear is proud to sponsor the biggest 3-day rodeo in America, the 80th annual Red Bluff Roundup. Pro rodeo action starts Friday, April 20th at 6 p.m. Saturday, the North States News Source, Channel 12, and KALF Radio bring you Diamond W Day with special seating available. Both Friday and Saturday night, Diamond W presents the Roundup Dance and Party with 2 live bands for non-stop dancing all night. Advanced dance tickets start at only $3 at the following locations, or save with the Diamond Pack at Diamond W's new 2-story location in downtown Chico.
Home to over 1,000 very generous Las Vegas-style coin slot machines, with more of the hottest new slots arriving daily.
Feather Falls Casino.
With the friendliest bar in town.
Feather Falls Casino.
And Monday, April 9th, Chad Brock comes to Feather Falls Casino. For tickets, call Feather Falls Casino and charge by phone or visit these locations.
Feather Falls Casino in Oroville, where your best bet is better yet.
Finally tonight, thousands of tulips are drifting in the wind, enjoying their days in a yard in Arkansas. Billy and Dorothy Moore have over 3,000 tulips colorfully lining their front yard. It took them 5 hours to plant every bulb. They each have their favorites, of course. Dorothy likes the yellow tulips mixed with vibrant red petals, and Billy prefers the ones he says look like black velvet. Wow, it's a lot of tulips.
With the rain we're getting, it should be fine.
That's right. All right. Well, that'll do it for Channel 12 News at 6:30. Don't forget, Entertainment Tonight is next, and we'll see you right back here for 12 at 11. Good night.